Good evening, Mr. Delcorso. I will be reading Stella the Star Fairy by Daisy Meadows. A snowy start. Christy, wake up. Christy rolled over in bed. What's the matter, Rachel? She asked Sleepy. Rachel, who was at the window in her pajamas, grinned at her. It's snowing really. Fully awake now, Christy danced out of bed and rushed over the window. She peered outside. Flakes of white snow were drifting down from the gray sky. I hope it snows for days, Rachel said urgently. It would be so cool to have a white Christmas. Look, it's falling faster and faster, Christy pointed out. The girl stood at the window for a few minutes watching the snowflakes swirl. The snow began to settle on the lawn and flower beds and showed no signs of stopping. If we gotta get a lot of snow, we could go to the park after lunch and build a snowman, Christy discussed as she brushed her hair. Ooh, that sounds great, Rachel explained. The girls went downstairs and in the living room, Christy's dad was on his hands and knees, tinkering with the Christmas tree light. Mrs. Tate was helping him. Good morning, girl, she said with a smile. Mr. Tate scratched his head. I don't understand it, she mumbled. We checked the wiring and the fuss is fine, but these lights still won't come on. Why don't you take a break and have some breakfast? Discussed Rachel's mom. Not yet, Mr. Tate replied, frowning. I think I've almost got it. Smiling, Mrs. Tate shook her head and went to the kitchen. Rachel and Christy followed. The lights won't come back on until the magic glass ball has been returned to Fairyland, Christy whispered to Rachel. Maybe we'll find it after breakfast. And the girls spent the morning wrapping Christmas presents. They kept an eye on the weather to their delight. The snow fell heavily on the morning, and by lunchtime, the backyard was covered with a thick white blanket of snow. After lunch, the girls slipped on their coats and boots. Mom, can Rachel and I go to the park? Christy asked. Mrs. Tate nodded. Make sure you're home in time for dinner. Hopefully the lights will be fixed by then, she added with a smile. Otherwise, I'll have to start serving your dad his meals under the tree. Rachel and Christy laughed and rushed out of the back door. They stomped through the snow in their boots, and by the time they got to the park, their cheeks were pink and glowing. The park was full of people. Some were building snowmen, others were sledding and having snowball fights. But Rachel and Christy quickly found a quiet spot not far from a group of 6 children who were building a snowman. Let's make the snowman's body first, Christy discussed, rolling a snowball in her mittened hands. She put her on the ground and Rachel began to roll it around in the snow so it got bigger and bigger. Then they made a small snowball for the head. See if you can find some pebbles, Rachel, Christy pointed out. They left the body snowman head onto the top of his body. Rachel dug around in a flower bed and managed to find a small handful of pebbles. She and Christy pressed the pebbles into the snowman, giving him eyes, a mouth, and 4 buttons down his chest. Isn't he handsome? Christy said with a grin. Not without a nose, Rachel laughed. I'll look for a twig or something. With this dew caught a tiny voice, the girl spun around and stared up at the sky. Stella the Star Fairy was flying toward them, clutching a long thin carrot in her arms. Perfect, Rachel agreed. As Stella leaned around the snowman's head, she took the carrot and stuck it right in the middle of the snowman's face. What are you doing here, Stella? Asked Rachel. Do you think the glass ball might be nearby? Added Christy urgently. Stella nodded and flew over to sit on Rachel's shoulder. Look over there, she whispered, pointing to a group of children nearby, and take a good look at that snowman. A very suspicious snowman. Wondering what Stella meant, Rachel and Christy glanced out over the group of children. They had finished their snowman and were now having a snowball fight. The girls edged closer to the other snowman, staring at it curiously. It wasn't like any snowman they ever seen before. For a start, it looked mean. It had a big nose on it with a large pointed stone, a grinning mouth made of black pebbles, and enormous feet of snow. It looks like a snow goblin, Christy said slowly when she got them pointing at the children. And if that's a snow goblin, who are they? Maybe they're Jack Frost goblins in disguise, Rachel whispered. Exactly, Stella replied. In which case, they might have a glass ball. I think we need to take a closer look, Christy said firmly, trying to keep out of sight. The girls made their way around the flower bed and closer to the snow. None of the children noticed them. They were too busy hurling snowballs at each other. The girls peeked at them, but they were so bundled up in hoods, scarves, and in coats that it was hard to tell if they were goblins or not. As the girls watched, one of the children was hit in the face by a big snowball with a screech of rage. He tore off his wet scarf, revealing a mean green face. They are goblins, Christy exclaimed. I'll get you for that. The goblin was shaking the snow off his big nose and stomping his foot. I'm going to shove a snowball down the back of your neck. You'll have to catch me first, the goblin who had thrown the snowball. He kicked lumps of snow at the other goblin, then he ran away and hid behind a tree, laughing his head off. The glass ball might be around here somewhere, Rachel said hopefully. Maybe we should look for it. We'll have to get a bit closer, Christy said, creeping forward. Please be careful, girl, Stella whispered aimlessly. Rachel and Christy began to edge toward the goblins. Stella sat on the Rachel's shoulder and peeked out from under her head. Snowballs were flying everywhere as Christy, Rachel, and Stella watched the goblin wearing a red scarf threw a snowball so hard that it slipped and fell on his face. Ha ha, the other goblins roared with delight. Moaning and grumbling, the goblin scrambled at his feet. Stop laughing at me, he spluttered through the mouthful of snow. Then, as one of the laughing goblins bent to make another snowball, the goblin with the red scarf rushed over and shoved a snowball down the back of his blue coat. Arr! Yelled the goblin in the blue coat. That's cold. They were so covered in snow, they looked like snow goblins themselves. Christy murmured, trying not to laugh. Rachel giggled, then covered her mouth with her hand. She didn't want the goblins to notice her. Suddenly, Christy frowned. What's that goblin doing over there? She whispered. Until now, neither Stella nor the girls had noticed that one goblin was sitting on the round grass like rolling snowballs. He had obviously decided that the best way to win the fight was to gather lots of snowballs in advance. There was already a large pile of them beside him. As he carefully rolled another at the goblin in green hat dashed over and tried to take a snowball from the top of the heap. Looking furious, the sitting goblin dropped the snowball that he was holding and slapped the other's hand. Make your own snowballs, he shouted, and went back to rolling snowballs. Christy looked at him a little closer, and then he nudged Rachel. Look, she has. Rachel saw there was something round and sparkling in the goblin's light. But it wasn't a snowball. It was a pearl bright, even whiter than the snow. It flashed and glittered in sunlight with every color of the rainbow. It's the magic glass ball, Stella whispered in delight. Girls under fire. It's beautiful, Rachel sighed. We have to get up. But now, Christy murmured thoughtfully. The girls and Stella watched the goblins, wondering how they could get a hold of the glass ball, the city goblin was much more interested in snowballs. Girls under fight. It's beautiful, Rachel sighed. We have to get a better house, Christy moaned thoughtfully. The girls and Stella watched the gardens, wondering how they could get a hold of the glass ball. The sitting gun was much more interested in snowballs than the glass ball, but he kept glancing up suspiciously at the cheek that none of the other goblins were trying to steal from his snowball pile. That made it tough for the goblins to get close to him the girls to get close to him without being seen. Meanwhile, the snowball fight was getting fiercer. The goblin in the blue coat had hurried off to hide behind a tree and shake the snow out of his clothes, but the one in the red scarf snuck around the other side of the tree, then threw his arm full of snowfall his rifle, and then ran up and hid behind the other goblin. Yelling with rage, the goblin in the blue coat ran after him and flung a big snowball at his enemy. Unfortunately, it hit the two other goblins. They shrieked with fury. Now, almost all the goblins were covered in snow and ready to fight. They started taking sides, the goblins in the red scarf and his two friends, against the goblin in the blue coat and the one in the green hat. Hey, the goblin in the red scarf shouted to sitting goblin as he teammate were pelted with snowballs. Come on, help us. It's 2 against 3 here. The sitting goblin grinned and jumped up to his feet. He didn't realize that the glass bell fall off his lap and landed solidly at the snow ground. He quickly swooped up his snowballs and ran to join the fight. Rachel and Christy glanced at each other. Let's try to grab the glass ball, Rachel said, whispered. Christy nodded. As the goblins hurled snowballs at each other, Christy and Rachel began to edge their way toward the glass ball. It lay there sparkling perfectly, but just as Rachel was about to stretch her hand and pick it up, a large snowball suddenly hit her on the shoulder. Stop them, shouted a gruff goblin voice. The girls had been spotted, and all 6 of them were running in their direction, flinging snowballs at them. Christy and Rachel gasped. The snowballs hit the ground behind the tree. Rachel forced to leave the glass ball where it was. Rachel and Christy dashed behind the tree and huge shove of snowballs falling. How are we going to get the glass ball now? Rachel panted. We can't get past 6 goblins. Wait, Stella said suddenly. She flew up the branch of the tree, her eyes shining. I'll turn you into girls and into fairies, and then we'll be small enough to dodge the snowballs, she declared happily. But if the goblins are throwing snowballs at us, that means they know we're here, Christy pointed out, and we don't want them to see us. Oh, yes, we do, laughed Stella. We want the goblins to see us and pelt us with snowballs. Christy and Rachel stared at Stella, confused. How will it help to have lots of snowballs thrown at us? Asked Rachel. Trust me, Stella told her with a grin. My plan is going to work. I'm sure of it. A darn plan. Rachel and Christy had no idea what Stella was up to, but they both loved being fairy-sized. They waited earthly while Stella waved to one and scattered by fairy magic just dust over them. A moment later, they had shrunk to the same size as the fairy, for a magic fairy ring shimmered on their backs. Here we go, Stella said, fluttering out from behind the tree. Now make lots of noise, girls said with a show. The goblin said, still confused, Rachel zoomed up in the air behind Stella, headed toward the goblin. Yoo-hoo, Rachel called, waving her arms. Over here, yelled the goblin. While Stella and the girls had been behind the tree, the goblins had been stopped picking snowballs. Now they looked up, their warty faces drawn with rage. Here come those pesky fairies, one goblin shouted. Get them, snarled the other. All the goblins began hurling snowballs at the Rachel and Christy and Stella. This is scary, Rachel panted and watched them all whistle past her ear. Now that she was so tiny, the snowballs seemed as big as houses. Good job, girls, Stella called as Rachel fluttered out of the way. Another snowball. Now watch. As yet another snowball whisked past Stella, she lifted her wand and sprinkled magic fairy dust over it. Richard and Christy watched curiously as the snowball changed her mind because it attracted a copy of the magic glass ball. Look, shouted the guy in the blue coat. Why didn't you just throw the glass ball instead of a snowball? What a fool! Who are you calling fool? Yelled the goblin with the hat, tossing a snowball at him instead of Stella and the girls. Stop it, the first goblin panted, dodging out of the way. We have to get the glass ball back. Arguing, the Grandma and six goblins chased after the fake glass ball, with half falling to the ground just below Richard, Stella, and Christy. Keep those fairies away from the glass ball, shouted one of the goblins. As they ran, the goblin began hurling snowballs at Stella, Rachel, and Christy again. Can you see the real glass ball, girls? Called Stella. Rachel and Christy peered through the storm of snowballs. The glass ball had rolled to a stop near the edge of the flower bed. I see it, Rachel shouted. Good, Stella replied, raising her wand again. You go and get it while I give some goblins else to chase. She waved her wand, and suddenly the air was full of magic sparkles. In the time Christy and Rachel were amazed, all the snowballs flying there, the air turned into glass balls. What's going on? Yelled the goblin in the red scarf.
Finish off that chapter.
Yeah. Able to believe his eyes, he skidded to the house as it began to fall ground around him. The other goblins banged right into him. Around him, the other guys, they all ended up in a snowy heap. Pesky fairies, which is real glass balls, one goblin's blind. They all began to scramble around, picking out the fake ones. In the meantime, Christy and Rachel swooped down the edge of the flower bed. We both lifted the glass ball, and now we're fairy size. Christy said we keep leaning on the ground, and we'll have to do it quickly before they go and see what we're up to. Up, and away. I hope you have a nice night, Mr. Del Corso. Bye.